Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I just got done recording a hair tutorial, so that's why my hair is going to be different now than it is in the video because I just got done. This one's just for Instagram, so if you want to see how I did my hair, then you can just follow me on Instagram and it'll be there. But today, this is the look we're going to do. We use it fell on the floor. The Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This one is my favorite. It's my baby. I don't have the one that has all the names on the back. So in the video, I won't say the names of them because I don't know them. I don't have them memorized. But they will be left in the description box below. As always, if you like this video, if you want to see more, subscribe, click your bell, leave your Instagram handle in the comments, and I will follow you. Everything I do and use will be in the description box. I pretty much did this hair tutorial so that I don't have to do my hair for a doctor's appointment tomorrow. But if you like this look, this glowy, natural, everyday look, my eyelash is coming off because it has been on for a while, then stay tuned. Okay. So first I'm going to go in with, I should do primer first. I've already moisturized my face with, that's the kind of day it's been, with the Limelife Due Date Oil. Don't let oil scare you because yes, it's an oil, but it's so hydrating and I just love it. But for my primer, I'm going to go in with, I'm almost out of it, my e.l.f. Putty primer. This has been my go-to, my ride or die for quite a while. I can't really find anything else that I like as much as I like this. I want to make sure I get my T-zone really well because I have pretty much the largest pores on the planet. Like, they're so bad. I want to get my nose really well, especially the tip, because I find that's where my makeup, of course, comes off the most. Whether it's from kissing babies or just everyday stuff. And then I'm just going to put a little bit over the rest of my face. I'm also going to take the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Mist. I picked this up the other day. I think I've only tried it once. I don't really like the spritzer on it. I feel like it's too powerful. But it says this water-based primer mist preps skin for smooth makeup application and a radiant look. Enriched with water, cucumber, whatever, a bunch of other stuff. So, I don't know if you can see this. I feel like it's a little too powerful for my face, but we're going to use it because I really like the way it does. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm also going to spray it on my sponge. This is a new sponge I got. It's like one of the micro, whatever they call it, microfiber? Not microfiber. Let's look. Oh, microfiber technology. So that's what it is. It says it's mainly for powder, but we're just going to use it for everything. I am going to spray it with a little bit of this primer to see if it just helps lock everything in. I did pick up a few new makeup items while I was on vacation, so we're going to try those. Let's go in with, this is the Clinique. I've never really tried anything by Clinique. The Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. Mine is in the shade CN10. So for me, I'm tan right now. A little more tan than I normally am. So typically this probably wouldn't be my color. And honestly, I don't think it is anymore now that I got back from vacation. But it's what I have. So we're going to go in with it. It's very similar. I will say the applicator is very similar to the, I don't know if I can find it, the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. Unfortunately, that foundation has moved to my I do not use makeup drawer. I was not a fan of it. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. So I'm hoping this is. I'm not really a fan of this applicator because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to get everything out of the bottle. I feel like you could only get really what's right there, and then the rest of the bottle, I'd rather it be like a squeezy tube. So let's try this. We're gonna use this sponge. It does have a different texture. Like, of course, it's microfiber versus a sponge. Ooh, but look how pretty that's going on. If this foundation's too dark, I'm just going to lighten it up with concealer. Not a big deal. That's not too bad. I might put a little more over here. This side looks really good. It has like the natural finish to it. Yeah, see, that's better. So I guess it's definitely buildable. I've worn this foundation one other time, but I put it on with a brush when we were coming home and we were going to the airport because I wanted some of my redness covered up without putting on a full face. So I just threw that on, and I threw some powder on and put some brows on, and we came home. I also picked up the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. So this is the shade it is. I have one of their other concealers. Like, they don't really have many shades. This is the other one I have that's like super dark. So it's like, these are the two that I have. This is the one we're going to try today. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. I'm not sure how the coverage is with it, but I mean, I love everything Wet n Wild, so I'm really hoping I like this. Only thing I will say, I don't like how small the applicator is. I do wish it was more the big ones, like the Infallible and the Shape Tape and the e.l.f. one. Those I feel like I can work with better than this. So I'm just going to bring it down my nose and across. I haven't really dipped back into it. I'm just kind of smudging it out. Of course, my forehead, just brighten it up a little bit. You don't really need to be the whole Instagram makeup artist. Let me just make my face all concealer look. So this one I am going to use my point of my sponge. This thing dries out real quick. Like, it's not even like wet. I'm going to take more of this primer, hydrating primer mist, and just spray it on there a little bit. Yeah, that makes it a little more damp. So I've never used a sponge. I literally opened it right before I sat down to film. So far, I think my skin looks pretty good. If you guys ever wonder why I'm like looking not at the camera, it's because I do this on my phone. I don't have the fancy setup. My phone camera is better than my camera. So that's why I do it on here. And right now my stand is set on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Morphe palettes. Because it was too low for the seat I have. Okay. Guys, that looks really good. I think the mist might actually have something to do with it. I don't know. I haven't worn this combination without the mist, but I feel like this is a game changer. It gives me like the luminosity I want, more the natural glowy finish. I'm not a matte person. I feel like the matte just, you know, makes me look matte and I don't like it. So I have 2 powders. I don't know which one I want to use. Let's go in with the J Star. At least for under my eyes. I might go in with the rest of it for around my face. I love this Jeffree Star powder. Not as much as I thought I would. Like, I thought it was going to be better than it is, but it's still really good. I think I love it more because I love the smell of it. Because it just, I don't know if anybody has this, like a cotton candy smell. So I'm going to take, this is where I put my concealer on. I'm going to flip it and use my powder on this side. And just put this on my eyes. It does really well under my eyes. There is a lot that falls off, but I mean, it's a powder. That's a given. More than anything, I love the smell. And it just kind of like melts into your skin. But for me, you know, being a mama too, I pretty much use it for under my eyes and my nose and like my smile line, and then I'll go back with my Fit Me one since it's a little more reasonably priced. Which, granted, this one's not like expensive like I thought it was gonna be. But I'm gonna dab that there. Cute, right? But I'll go in with this one where I know I need my makeup to really stay. And then I'll go in with the Fit Me everywhere else so that I'm not using too much of the Jeffree Star one. This sponge dries so fast, like it's dry. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that or not. Okay, because I poured too much of this out, we're just gonna keep using it. It's kind of hard to get back into the container, honestly. Cotton candy overload in here. If he can like make his, one day when he does foundation and concealer and everything, if he can make it all smell like cotton candy, that'd be bomb. Okay, so I just took a little bit and, yeah, I think there's like cotton candy powder in my contact or something. Whoo! Sorry if I grossed you out. Real life right here. Okay. So I guess I didn't go in with Fit Me, but I had a lot of excess powder. And every time I close it, I swear it gets everywhere. My whole room ends up smelling like cotton candy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So next, bronzer. You know, my basic go-to. I only really use it right now because my other stuff is too orange for me. Excuse me. This has more of the brown undertones. I'm not a Kat Von D fan, but I love this palette. So, of course, I'm going to dip into these two shades, the only two shades I really use in this whole thing. If I could just buy them individually instead of in a whole palette, that would be so much better. I'm going to dip into both. This is my JH02, the one I always use. I'm going to start up here and blend down. This is like one of my favorite brushes. This brush and then the one from her favorites collection. This, maybe it says R2 on it, I don't know. I use this brush so much, like everything's worn off of it. If I could just have like a lifetime supply of Morphe brushes, I'd be golden. Pick up the same two shades again, blending it up in my forehead. You guys know the drill. The face is pretty basic. I just really wanted to try those new products out. And I don't know whether you guys prefer just to watch an eyeshadow look or if you want the whole face. I prefer watching the whole face. But that's me. So I am going to take my go-to eyeshadow brush. This is I Don't Know. It's from the Rose Gold collection of the Jaclyn favorites also. And then I'm going to pick up this shade right here, the light one in the palette. Just dab it a little bit, knock it off, and contour my nose with that. I don't do a heavy contour. I just do enough to make it look like my nose is a little thinner and actually there, versus blending into my face. See how that adds just enough without it being too much? And then under my lip. Then we're golden. Okay. So next, you know, I'm Morphe obsessed. I'm sorry, I can't help it. The Morphe, what is this? Blush palette. This is the 8W. I don't know what shade I'm going to go in with. I kind of want to go in with one of these shimmery ones. So maybe we'll go with this one. This one is Babe. I normally don't do a shimmery blush, but I'm kind of here for it right now. We're doing, you know, a very everyday eye, so we'll just add a little something to the cheeks. a little bit of shimmer. I got a new highlight that I'm so excited to try, guys. I picked it up literally last night. Well, last night from when I'm filming this video. Obviously. That just adds, you know, a little bit of luminosity. Why can I, like, not speak as soon as I press record? Pretty. Just enough without being too much. What's next? I'm going to set my face, and then we're going to do highlight, because I feel like my highlight shows up so much better. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to set my face with the Limelife by Alcone Time Setter Makeup Finish Oil-Free Setting Spray. I am almost out of it. Like, I probably have, like, this much left, guys. How sad is that? And then, like, my coconut one is almost gone. This one probably is, like, I probably can't even get one squirt out of that. Oh, there we go. One squirt. That one's my favorite. That one's my go-to. But we're going to use this Limelife one and just, I always put my hand over my hair so it doesn't get in my hair. Ah, I told you. Okay, I'm going to have to find another one. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found another coconut setting spray. Wet n Wild, of course, Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water Prime Set Refresh. It's tiny. I wish I could get this and like a bottle this size. Even if I had to pay 3 or 4 times as much. This is like my go-to. This is my pride and joy. This is, I keep it in my purse and everywhere, and I take it everywhere with me. And the coconut one is by far my favorite. So that's what we're going to use. Hopefully this one should have enough in it. I only took it on vacation with me. I always fan under my eyes so that they don't crease. And then my smile line. I need to get one of those little, you know, handheld fans that all the fancy YouTubers have. So, I got a new highlight. You guys see that? They have like air, wind, fire, water, I think. It's Wet n Wild. Like always. Mega Glow Highlighting Bar. That's what it says. And this one is air. This one is the pink and white undertones. The other one I was gonna get was more of a like bronzy undertone. We're gonna go ahead and bronze my face. I mean, bronze, we already did that. We're going to highlight my face before we go into my eyes. And of course, my basic brush that I always use is the JH09. Y'all, I'm all over the place. Look how cool this is. You can see up close. You see all the little... That's me, that's Libra. And it has like the pinks, some green, some gold, white, but it's gorgeous. I swatched it. I haven't even worn it yet. Like, I swatched it. That was like literally over the concealer I just put on my hand. But we're gonna go in with that. Ready? How can you just... That's all I have to say. Just. Okay, people want to spend so much money on highlights when all you gotta do is, you know, go to your local Walmart, Target. We don't have Walgreens or anything like that, so I don't know if they have it. Pick up this. It was so cheap, and look at that. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you guys a story. When I was in Ulta, when I was in Utah, we went in there, and there was this girl that checking us out. I needed to take a sponge to her face. She had so much highlight on, and it was purple. Maybe that's like what she was going for, but holy crap. It was so much. Like, I could bathe in this and be happy, but hers was like purple, 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 purple. Not judging. Or I really am, but if it was like maybe a different color, maybe. But look how pretty that is. Dang. Wet n Wild is sure stepping up their game. Like, I've always used Wet n Wild highlights, but not everybody has. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some brows on, and then we'll be back. Brows on. If anybody's wondering what I use, I just use the Morphe M165, little angled flat brush, and the Anastasia brow pomade in soft brown. If anybody has a trick on how to make this not so dry, that'd be great, because I don't want to buy a new one. Okay, let's move on to eyes. It's going to be simple, but it's going to be beautiful, and you're going to love it. So, unfortunately, I don't have the Jaclyn Hill palette that has all the names on the back, even though I really want one. Sad day. But we're going to use my go-to, my favorite palette. And if you guys don't like her, I'm sorry. Like, click off this video. She's my favorite. She's the reason I'm into makeup. I love her regardless. Like, that's all there is to it. And I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for my nose contour. I don't know what it is. I just don't. We're going to dip into these two shades right here as like my, ooh. Good thing my pants are green. As my base. We're just going to dip into those. Put it, start in my corner. And then blend inwards. Should we zoom you in for the eyes? Maybe. Hold on. What about now? Is that better? We're now up close and personal. Because I don't really have a mirror that works to use during my videos. Y'all, look at my lips. So I just use my phone. Look how pretty, like, you could be done right there. Like, that's your glowy. Let me just go out real quick. Look. These lips are something else. So just make sure that's blended. Just kind of a base. It's just there. It's a color. It's a transition color. We all know what a transition color is. Next, let's dip into... I'm just kind of going for, like, you know, your nudie look. The ones I never really do. We're going to dip into this color and this one. So a lighter brown and a darker brown. Same brush. Haven't switched. Oop, this eye. I'm going to dab it on the corner right there. Make sure it's on. And then start blending upwards. I am going to bring it more so up on my brow bone before I blend it into my crease. Just want to make sure that color is up there good. Why don't I ever do nudes? Like, this is so pretty already. We haven't even gotten anywhere. I'm telling you, like, this palette, this one, and as much as I don't like James Charles, those are like my go-to palettes. I want it more in the outer corner and then less on the inner. To just, what's that? What is this? Open my eyes? Whatever. Same brush, haven't switched. We're going to dip into this darker brown shade. Y'all, when my hair was purple, this is the color I used for my eyebrows. Just wipe that on my pants too. Pick up that darker brown, same brush. Start in the corner again. Just dab it in there. And then this one I'm bringing lower. So this one's going to be staying more in my crease and not so much up on my brow bone. Just packing it on there and then working it into my crease. Okay, so now that I have the browns on, you can go darker, like But this is just going to be like a simple, more simple look. You can always take the black and go in and smoke it out a little more if you want it to be an evening look. There's something on my face. What? Oh my gosh, tell me that doesn't drive anybody else insane. Oh my gosh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I got this. I'm taking the big old brush. Okay, all better. So, for the inner corner, we're just going to go in with a shade that's in this palette. You could also go in with like one of the glitters, and that would be gorgeous. That's one of my favorite things to do, is go in with a glitter. But for, you know, your daytime, oh my gosh, there's still a hair in my face. Your daytime run to the grocery store look, if you don't want to be like hella extra, then you can just use this eyeshadow. For me, I mean, this drives me insane. For me, I'd want to be hella extra because that's who I am. So let me find the brush I want. That's my eyebrow brush, but we're about to use that because I need to clean them so bad. Can you guys tell I like doing colors? If you head over to my Instagram, I have a lot of colored looks on there. Okay, so we're just going to use my brow brush. This is one I normally use to clean up my brows with, but we're going to spray it, and we're just actually going to use this hydrating mist. See how it works. Oop, that just literally sprayed me. Awesome. Okay, so now that that is on there, let's pick this up. What color do I want to go in with? Let's go in with this one. It's kind of like a creamy brown shimmery shade. So I'm going to take that on just a flat, damp brush and put it right in my inner corner. Because, you know, I just can't help but not be extra. I need more. I'm going to add more to it. I haven't wet my brush again or anything. I'm just kind of packing it on there instead of swiping it. That's not the right word. Perfect. Okay. Now to find that brush we have been using this whole time. Why did I put it back? Okay, because it has dark on it, I'm just gonna clean it off a little bit. That's better. We're gonna go in back with one of the first shades we picked up. It's just super light shade. I'm just gonna take it so I can blend this crease. Look at that. Perfect. Gorge. Okay. Oh, we got a brow highlight, duh. And then I gotta throw on some lashes. We can use the Jaclyn Hill one. This is typically my favorite one to use for a brow highlight, because I hit the pan on it, obviously. But let's go in with this. Let's see how this does. My Wet n Wild one we used. I don't want to really hit the symbols that are on there because I think they're super cool. We're just taking this on a flat brush. This is the JH42. Right under my eyebrow. My phone just said something about my video and I'm kind of scared about it. Just highlight that a little bit. Gorge. Okay. We're going to throw on some lashes and mascara and I will be back. I forgot I was supposed to smoke in my under eyes. So let's do that. Where did I put my palette? So I got my beautiful lashes on. These are the Eyelure. I don't know, because I throw all my boxes away. So I literally have lashes on lashes on lashes in packages and couldn't tell you what half of them are. So, back to the palette. We're going to take, you know, the same brush we've used pretty much the entire time. Dip into the first two shades again, just the transition shades. throw that right underneath my eye. Both sides, of course. I was about to put mascara on and I was like, ooh, hold up. We missed a step here. And then let's go in with, dip into, which one did we use last time? We're just going to go straight to the dark. Dip into this one and mix it with, of course, this one. Dip, 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 tap, tap, tap. I hold my brush pretty much straight up, just so the tip of it where I put my shadow hits my lash line. And it's not too much, but not too little. Look up. So for me, this is a look like when we go on vacation and stuff, if I don't really want to pack a whole lot of makeup, I pack this brush, my flat brush, and a palette. Whether it's this palette, whether it's a smaller Morphe palette, because I can do this look and look nice without having to pack every single one of my brushes, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now we're going to take a smaller brush, which, see how much shadow is on that? Can you guys see that? Technically, I don't need to do this. I can still use a big brush, but we're just going to use a small one. We're going to dip into that dark brown we used, this color. I'll have all the color description names in the box below, but I just don't have the cool palette that has all the names on it. So I took that darker shade on this small E36. I'm just going in the corner where my lash line is. Kind of focusing it more on the outside and then bringing like the excess in. Again, just kind of holding my brush straight up and down. I'm not like putting it on the tip. I hold it towards the end of it so it's more wiggly. And then just glide it along my lash line. You could always add a white liner. That just opens your eye even more. Now, I don't know what is up with all this makeup getting in this freaking contact. And I can't do my makeup without my contacts, because then I'm blind. Okay, let's pop some eyeshadow on my inner corner while I have you guys here. And then, what? Oh, it's under my mirror. And then I'll go back and put mascara on. So back to my little tiny flat brush, same highlight we've been using, and I'm just going to pop that right in there. I love just like showing the difference. Okay, same with this one. Just brighten it up a little bit. I just want to glow. Now, I'm going to go put mascara on and I will be back. Mascara on. Threw on a little bit of white eyeliner. But I was thinking, while I was putting on my mascara. So I had a girl who I went to high school with recommend. What is this? What brand is it? Maybelline. Recommend this mascara for while I was on vacation. And I thought, everybody who recommends a product that I use, like I end up going and buying, I'm going to put their Instagram handle or their YouTube channel or whatever they want down in the description box. So that person gets credit for helping me out. So next, I'm going to do a lip, very nude. I was going back and forth between, do I do something bright? Do I do something pink? But, my favorite lip color is in the car, and my husband has in the car. So, I think I got this in like a BoxyCharm or something. It's the Makeup Forever 105 Liquid Matte. I normally don't do matte because I'll probably put a gloss over it anyway. But it's just itty bitty. I haven't even swatched it to see what color it is. That's going to be way too dark for what I want. Maybe we won't do that. Let's swatch another color. This is what I wanted to do, but I think it was going to be too pink. Maybe you'll stick with this one. This one's too pink. And the one like this that I had, yeah, it's in my car. So we'll just stick with this one. I gave one of my favorite nudes to my neighbor. Oops. Okay, so I'm going. There's so many words that I say too fast, and then they come out weird. I'm going to take this little pointy part to outline my lips, and then I'll go back and fill them in. The taste of this is disgusting. Not gonna lie. That's another thing. If you're subscribed, I'm like brutally honest about the stuff I like. Remember the eyeshadow I touched? The stuff I like and the stuff I don't like. Regardless, like, you're here for honest reviews, and I'm not gonna give you some half-assed review or answer on a product. Okay, so what do you guys think? Cute? Your everyday throw it on, let's go to the grocery store. I use like 2 brushes for my eyeshadow. My face is glowy. I'm very impressed. Can we like back up a little bit again? Can I like just move my seat? Very impressed with this foundation and the concealer, but I think the hydrating mist helped a little bit to make it a little more glowy. This highlight, guys, if you don't use a Wet n Wild highlight, like, come on, they're like $3 or $4. I have more, but these are just the ones I have right here. This one is a limited edition one, so you can't get that one. But this one, I think Manny, no, he didn't use Gold Blossom. He used a Petals something in his recent video he just uploaded. But like, they're just where it's at. I probably won't ever use anything different. But that is it. Oh, I should set my face again. Let's do that. And voila. That is it. I'm so glad you guys watched this video. I hope you made it to the end. This look is kind of cute. Basic, but cute. This lip color looks a lot better on than it does in my hand. Because in my hand I was like, oh, that's going to be dark. But it's not too bad, as I just wiped lipstick all over my pants. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments, of course. Other than that, thanks guys for watching.